Hey guys, this is a video on this Compaq Armada E500. I purchased it as untested off of eBay with no known specs. So it did not have a hard drive or a charger. I had a 2.5 inch silicon drive SLC SSD in 4 gigabytes with a copy of Windows NT 4.0 installed. And the issue with that is it was an installation for a PC. So it did not have any of the drivers to run the peripherals on this laptop. So this is a video dedicated to getting a USB installer installed onto the laptop. Since there's no drivers, the CD-ROM does not work, and the USB port on the back is unable to accept USB flash drives. So that leaves you with a floppy drive, which is a 1.4 megabyte limit or a 1.2 megabyte limit, something like that. Which the installer is about 5 megabytes, so that is not really the best. I don't really know how well it would work. The smallest file is 3 megabytes, so it would be very hard to break it up and install it over a few floppies. But yeah, the battery's shot in this, so let's plug it in. It should boot up here. This is a pretty neat install of Windows NT. It was from Siemens, which is why I wanted to save it. So it does not load with your typical NT logo, as you will see in a second here. This laptop's about midway in the memory range of 256 megabytes, and it is the top of the line CPU for the Armada E500, which is 1 gigahertz. It's telling you to log in, so I'll have to set you down. I don't have enough hands. You just hit Control-Alt-Delete, and after, you just hit Enter if there's no password set, and that should take you to install. This is complaining about a dead CMOS battery, so there's no date and time. But this laptop has all the drivers installed, so it's loading without any other errors, which is good. This is what I wanted to share. These are the USB drivers I'm using for this. Inside Out's network USB peripheral drivers, and these work great on NT. They work for mice, they work for USB flash drives. Pretty much everything I've plugged in has worked with these drivers, which is very cool. You can find these on the Internet Archive. I will post a link down below to get this, where I got this specific driver from. It should stay there for a while, who knows. Another website I'd like to quickly bring up is drivers.eu. These, I got a lot of drivers from this website. I got the video drivers, the audio drivers, the hotkey drivers, a bunch of other drivers, and they had most of it. Some of it says it's not compatible with NT, but it's compatible with the Armada E500, so you just go with it, and I've had luck with that. So on to the next thing. Down here, hit the start menu, go to find files and folders. Up here you type in hyper, fine now. So you'll see this application, Hyperterm. This is what I used to get the file onto Windows. Hyperterm is, let's open it, Hyperterminal. And this is pretty much communication with serial. So RS-232, whatever the heck you want to call it, this is a DB9 cable. I think it's set up as RS-232, but you can get it transferred with this. Now the thing about this is all the old Windows installs had this on the operating system, so you don't need to install it, because that's kind of the issue with all this, is the files are too large for most of the installers to transfer with just the floppy drive. So one thing I have to say about this is this was a very large pain to use, this software, and it does not like to work that well. It seems to just decide when it starts to work. Another thing I ran into is when you're transferring the installer, you cannot transfer it as a zipped file. So you need to actually transfer the files one by one through this, and just make a folder and group them all together and then run the installer. I did have one file that would not transfer, and luckily it was just an image, like a picture for something, but it would run fine without it, and we got it installed. Once you get the USB installer on here, it's really simple to run. You just run it like any other installer. It's very basic. You don't have to put files anywhere or anything like that. You just kind of choose their locations and it does it all for you. But yeah, this is, if people don't know about that, I didn't know about it until somebody on Discord let me know. And that was a big help, because this version, this install of NT, it actually has another serial interface, but it's not normal to your average install of NT, which is why I used this. This is just a nice free way to do it, and I don't think Hyperterminal is on the newer computers by default, but you can install a 30-day free trial just to do this, and that's what I did actually over Windows 10 on this computer. In the future, if anyone is struggling with this, especially that Hyperterminal, I could probably make a video on it, because serial is a bit of messing around with a lot of settings. So it's not just in that program. You have to change settings. You have to change a bunch of baud rates in Windows and your port numbers and whatever the heck. Just to show you this is working, this is a 1 GB USB flash drive that is formatted for the FAT file system. We will plug it in here, and as you can see, as I plug this in, it starts flashing, which is good. It's reading the USB flash drive. Go up to my computer, up here, and as we can see, it is showing up as a removable disk F. So this is good. You can open the disk, USB flash, and as we can see, there is files in here. Right click, go down to properties, and as we can see, it's reading how much data is on this removable flash drive. So this is excellent. Some of the larger flash drives, I think that are either unformatted or too large to read, they will just read as 0 bytes. So this one's working. Exit out this. Another thing about it is, as we can see, it is solid red. You go to removable disk, you go to eject, and it ejects perfectly. So you can now remove the disk. And it should leave. So just like that, you have a working USB flash drive, and this will work in pretty much any new computer. So very easy file transferring from the archaic to the pretty modern. So hopefully this helps somebody, and take care.